Superpowers. We all want one. Raise your hand if you want a superpower. Well, it seems Mother Nature also likes superpowers. Just look at the ability she's given to her animals. Who wouldn't want to fly like a falcon, camouflage like an octopus, or shock people like an electric eel? But no one ever thinks about this. Regeneration. So who is nature's greatest regenerator? Well, it's obviously the axolotl. All right, you probably have no idea what an axolotl is, so I shall shed some light on this awesome amphibian. This salamander is 23 centimeters in length and can come in a variety of colors, like brown, rose pink, and gold. A unique feature about these animals is the gills around their neck, which allow them to breathe underwater, and which makes them one of the only animals with visible gills. They survive on a diet of small mollusks, worms, insects, other arthropods, and small fish, and they can be found in Lake Xochimilco in the Valley of Mexico. Picture this. You're an axolotl. So you've shrunken down to around 1/7 of your natural height. Now you and your amphibian siblings are going to play a little game. Who can eat each other's limbs the quickest? Unfortunately, you lose. Sorry. But don't worry, your power kicks in, and boom, in a few weeks, you've got a new arm. Now you're human again, and you've lost your arm again. But don't worry, you should get a new one in about 15 to 20 years. You might be wondering, how do the axolotls do it? Well, take me for an example. If the axolotl is in my situation, it can cause the newly exposed cells to recreate the arm perfectly. That's the bone, blood, everything. So now you might be wondering, how do the cells recreate themselves? Well, that answer's pretty simple as well. Stem cells. Let me elaborate. Stem cells are, when stem cells go under mitosis is when cells divide, the new daughter cells are either new stem cells or cells with more specific functions, like blood cells, brain cells, bone cells, and heart muscle. Now, this treatment has saved around 1 million lives so far, which might not seem like much, but that's the entire population of Birmingham. Now, how do axolotls play a part in all this? Well, they can help us better identify its regenerative capacity and can help us better identify how aging can be slowed in humans and how age-related diseases could be prevented and or treated. This would help the immune system, increase scar-free healing, and help both blood-related diseases and cancers. So in, let's say, 30 years' time, the axolotl could help the 36,000 people with amputated limbs, or the 700,000 with muscular dystrophy, or the 3.9 million people with diabetes. In conclusion, that's 4.6 million lives saved, and that's only in the UK. All right, that confirms it. The axolotl is definitely a superhero. Now, excuse me, I've got an arm to regrow.
Thank you very much. So the amazing axolotl and the secrets it contains. Judges, would you like to know more about the axolotl?
Well, I'd like to know what made you choose this topic.
We'd recently, at the time of starting FameLab, we had a science lesson about stem cells and axolotls, and I was just amazed by the subject, and I wanted to learn more, and yeah, I chose it as a subject.
Thank you. Adam?
This is a really big topic, stem cells. To borrow Joe's question from the last contestant, you must have had to miss some stuff out. So what did you come across you couldn't fit?
I feel like I spoke more about axolotls only being able to regrow their limbs, and I wanted to talk about how they could regrow other things, like their brain, their eyes, bones, everything. I just left that out because of time.
Wow, I didn't realise they could regrow their brain.
Yeah, they can regrow most of their body. Yeah.
Brilliant. What a phenomenal animal and what a phenomenal FameLab presentation. You may take your severed limb and leave the stage. Another round of applause for Charlie. Excellent.